Is an appraisal necessary? Yes, an appraisal identifies strengths and weaknesses. It also identifies areas for training and provides information for future promotions. Informal appraisals serve as regular feedbacks that help to improve performance on a continuous basis. Formal appraisals are recorded periodically, and officers are briefed about their shortcomings. They are assessed on their performance and duly rewarded. Consider the performance appraisal of a third officer. The third officer successfully carries out the maintenance of safety equipment in his first month on board, but in the following months, he is late for watch on 2 occasions. The chief officer has a casual chat with him, and tells him that it would do him good to be on time for the bridge watch. A feedback of this nature from a superior serves as an informal appraisal. The third officer is before a formal appraisal. The master comments is technical knowledge and skill, while his failure to be punctual for the bridge watch is listed as an area requiring improvement. The appraisal is recorded, and the third officer is briefed on his shortcomings. He is expected to show an improvement as future promotions will depend on it. This constitutes the basis for a formal appraisal. There are several reasons for a formal appraisal. Identify current level of work performance and safety awareness. Identify strengths and weaknesses. Improve performance and safety awareness. Motivate individuals. Identify training and development needs. Provide information for future promotions. On-board ship team performance and safety awareness can be improved when members provide feedback on how well things are being done. Positive recognition when things are done safely and correctly encourages similar performance in the future. Corrective action to redirect inappropriate or inadequate performance clears the air and can set the stage for future success. The following table illustrates some positive and negative approaches to appraisal feedback. While giving positive feedback, you praise team members, motivate them, encourage team building, and recognize individual contribution. On the other hand, persons using negative feedback point out errors, use praise only if they get the work done. Focus on the work alone, and do not identify individual contributions. In the performance appraisal of the third officer, both the chief officer and the master give feedback in a constructive way. This is known as constructive criticism. As a leader, you would have to give and take constructive criticism. Here are all some tips on giving and taking constructive criticism. Do not take criticism personally. Respond positively to suggestions and new ideas from the team. If you ask for comments, be prepared to listen to them. If you give criticism, be prepared to take it when it is your turn. Ensure that the criticism you give is reasonable. Don't use your position to bully your staff to agree with you. Counseling is a process that occurs when a person seeking help, support, or advice in dealing with a problem talks it over with another. Problems may be work-related or personal, and since people on board often feel isolated, it is important for team leaders to be good at counseling and encourage the crew. This provides a level of informal counseling to workmates in the course of their daily work. During counseling, the problem is identified. An outcome is agreed on. Ways of achieving the outcome are identified. Confidentiality is maintained. Discipline is a basic requirement of team performance. A good leader maintains, controls, and strives to establish an environment in which team members exercise self-control. Groups need discipline to become good teams. Teams need discipline to maintain their safety awareness. A lack of discipline contributes to poor performance. Ultimately, this increases the probability of a hazard leading to an accident. Poor work performance spells the end of the safety culture on board. Poor work performance is a joint responsibility. Team leaders need to consider if they are contributing to poor performance by their actions. Tom and Steve are both depressed about their jobs and have been complaining to each other. Their performances have become poor. A team leader cannot minimize the performance of the crew by discussing the work plan directly, ensuring the crew understands what's expected. Explaining the value of their contribution, communicating the benefits of teamwork, and creating a work schedules for them and setting target goals. The solutions for some common problems found within a team are given.